Bro,
And
you don't want this guy as a champion.
Do something about it.
You don't want this guy as a champion.
Do something about it then.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Moo the High Roller. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing good, feeling great. In today's video, I thought it'd be a great idea if we check out the fighting style of the Savage, the Unorthodox, and the champion, Sean Strickland. Now with this, I think it would be beneficial if we take some time to analyze and better understand how he fights in order to improve our own games. Now to start, let's check out Strickland's stance. Sean Strickland fights with a modified Philly shell stance. In boxing, a traditional Philly shell stance is bladed or narrow, and this is to make yourself a smaller target. But when someone uses this stance in kickboxing or wrestling, their front leg becomes highly susceptible to leg kicks and single leg takedowns. Sean Strickland's fighting stance, his hips are much more square or wide, similar to a traditional kickboxer, which provides better takedown defense, leg kick defense, while at the same time it allows him to set up kicks without telegraphing as much. His square stance allows his hands to rest in front of his chest and his arms and shoulders to be parallel to each other. Now, when fighting with a traditional stance, your opponent can easily differentiate your jab and your cross hand from each other because they're much further away from each other. However, Strickland's stance allows him to be more deceptive with his punches because it's much harder to tell which hand is going to be the jab or the cross. This misperception caused by his stance allows him to take advantage of his opponents as their timing is thrown off. Now let's take a look at his approach to fighting. Sean Strickland does a great job of making his opponents fight his fight. In other words, go at his pace or do what he wants.
Put together a combination. Here we go, the talking. Well, Sean's going to take that.
Come on, Jack, we're fighting for the center.
He's a pressure fighter and loves to walk down his opponents to keep them walking backwards while yelling at them. When it comes to exchanges, Strickland is not worried about trading. He finds great success when fighting in a phone booth or in close range. We can observe that when throwing punches in close range, Sean Strickland plants his feet into the ground to get a good base, generates power from his legs, while at the same time using head movement to avoid incoming punches. Another important key to Strickland's approach is staying relaxed. Now, although he's very aggressive and loves to pressure his opponents, while doing this he stays relaxed in order to see shots coming his way, as well as to stay loose and be able to fire shots back.
Don't wait for the punch, read the body language. Step one. Step one. Yeah. Right away. Be relaxed. Yeah. Don't make it a textbook. Make it more fluid. It takes longer for me. If you throw an overhand and I'm tense, it takes so much longer for me to. But if I'm just right here, relaxed, and you say an overhand, it's already there. It's there. You say, Jen, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. And I do that by being relaxed. Just because I'm relaxed doesn't mean I'm relaxed. I'm fucking relaxed. I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm relaxed.
Now, some of his favorite strikes and combos. Strickland's striking is quite simple, but very efficient. His most utilized strike is the jab. He's won many fights just by using this punch. Because he throws his jab from where his hands rest in his stance, he doesn't have to pull back his arms or turn out his elbows when initiating the jab, making it very quick and hard to time for his opponents. He uses the jab to set up combinations and to keep his opponents at a distance. Strickland also throws multiple jabs in succession for volume and to keep pressure on his opponents. As I mentioned before, Sean uses his jab to set up combinations. Now the 1-2 and the 1-4 are simple but powerful combinations that Strickland uses during his fights. Now the 1-2 is the jab followed by the cross, and the 1-4 is the jab followed by the hook from your right hand. Strickland uses the initial jab, or the 1, as a rangefinder to set up his rear hand to deliver power strikes. Now the teep. Strickland uses the teep often during his matches. The teep is also called a push kick. When you do this, you kind of look like the Indian guy from Street Fighter. Strickland uses the teep to keep his opponents from coming too close and to keep them out of range. It is also used as a rangefinder and to set up combinations similar to the jab. Now because Sean Strickland's stance is so upright and he has good posture, he can seamlessly throw the teep while walking forward or walking backwards. This is because he doesn't have to lean back or make adjustments to his upper body to throw these kicks. It's much harder to see the setup of the teep because he's standing straight up versus if he had a bent down posture, which takes longer to initiate these kicks. Now for his defense, now to begin, Sean Strickland has some great takedown defense. UFC stats show that he defends 84% of takedowns, and this also allows him to keep the fight standing where he prefers it to be. To defend against strikes, I think he definitely took a page out of Mr. Miyagi's book. Now to begin, to defend body kicks and certain punches, he uses a wax on, wax off style. When people try to kick him, he steps right out of range and then scoops up his opponent's leg before the kick can land. Now to avoid punches, he uses a kung fu style of elbow, forearm blocks mixed with shoulder rolls to avoid strikes and then counter with his own. Parrying is also a big part of his defense. Parrying is when you catch or smack opponent's punch as it's coming closer to you. Now, this move stops the momentum of the punch, it disrupts his opponent's coordination, and sets up counter punches. He uses parrying to get his opponents off balance and throw off their coordination and timing. After parrying, it takes a moment for his opponents to reset back to their fighting stance, and he uses this small amount of time to counter and make his opponents pay. Yeah, so I think you can definitely take some things from Sean Strickland and apply it to your own game to improve. Obviously, he's very simple with his striking, and like I said, he stays relaxed. These concepts brought him a long way, and it could also improve your game as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna make some more videos like this. Drop a like on this video if you did get something from it. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be updated with any of my future videos. And if you like it, you can follow me on Instagram at MoodyMoolah. Until then, let me know in the comment who you guys would like to see me cover, or who's a cool boxer that you guys learned from. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.